Hello and welcome back. My name is Reb. Usually I post videos about art and art supplies and making things, but today we're doing something a little different. We are going to take a little garden tour. I've gotten a couple requests for a garden tour. I did a couple videos about plein air painting, and I think that the little sneak peek that you guys got was not enough, so we're going to do a full tour here. So I'll take you through each individual thing that I'm growing. These are some beans. I think they're called Blauhilde beans. I don't know what they taste like because it's the first year that I've grown them, and I can't show them to you because they haven't come up yet. I've got a big trellis here. This is a big cattle panel that we put over some T-posts, and I planted too much on them. I can already tell you, but that's okay. So this here is some mint and some arugula. Then we've got the stuff that's growing on the trellis. First up is this. This is some butternut squash. I love butternut squash. I make butternut squash soup every year for Thanksgiving. I've been doing it for, I don't know, almost 2 decades now. So I'm excited to have grown my own this year. These right here are string noodles, red string noodles. They get pretty long, and this plant is extremely prolific. So highly recommend if you have a trellis to grow some of those. Next up is some loofah. If you didn't know, loofah is a gourd, and you let it get really big and dry it and turn it into sponges. The more you know. I don't think there are any cucumbers on this side, but I'll show you some on the other. Let's see, we've got some tarragon right here. I love eggs, so tarragon and eggs are a perfect match. We've got some green string beans. These are pretty much just like the red ones, except green. They are also very prolific and get very long. Over here we've got some cucumbers. There they are. And I already have way too many cucumbers. I can't get rid of them fast enough. But they are delicious even when they get a little bit too big like that one. Let's cross over to the other side. So we've got some more green beans. This one's getting a little long. And then we have the tomatoes. Let's talk about these tomatoes. I did a terrible job at pruning this year, but the tomatoes are looking still pretty healthy despite the plant being completely out of control. We've got some bell peppers here, and then these are sweet banana peppers. They are delicious. This is salad greens. They're pretty sad at this point. They don't really like the heat too much. This is an artichoke plant. Got another pepper over here. This is another bell pepper, but it doesn't have anything on it yet. I think it just needs a little more time. It was viciously attacked by a hornworm, so I think it's still just in recovery mode. Here we have some asparagus. This is my first year growing asparagus, and I put it in this pot, and I think that may have been a mistake, but we will see what happens. Alright, let's walk over here. These are all of my other big tomatoes. As you can see, this is where a hornworm has just taken out a bunch of this plant, but I'm not even that worried about it because look how many tomatoes there are. There are a ton of them, probably enough for me and them. But that being said, I do need to find it before it eats any more of my plant. So down here, if we can get to it, this is dragon tongue beans. I just picked this the other day, so there's probably not going to be any in here. Let me see if I can find one. Where are they? Let's. Oh, here's one. Let me see if I can show it to you. Get out of the way, leaf. They have this cool like pattern on them. That was not a very good example, but it's like a white and purple kind of mottled pattern. Here's one. They're really cool, and they have like a real interesting texture. It's like velvety, but it almost feels sticky. I think that's why they're called dragon tongue beans. Anyways, these are not bell peppers, eggplants, and there's not any eggplants yet, just flowers. Eggplants really usually come in later when it gets like really hot. But I love the flower. The flowers are so pretty. More peppers. I try to put the hot peppers over here on this side so that they don't cross-pollinate. And then these are all of my zucchini plants. I was supposed to have yellow and green zucchini, but for whatever reason, they're all green. I think the seeds got like mixed up or something, but that's okay. I personally prefer the green zucchini anyways. But yeah, they get really big here. They love the dirt here. And pretty soon I'll probably be up to my neck in zucchini. Here is a little volunteer basil plant and also some ground cherries. These are technically, I guess, weeds, but I'm letting them grow anyways because if you've ever tried a ground cherry, they're pretty tasty. More butternut squash. Like I said, I kind of double planted this year by accident. Oh, look, there's a little bee in here. Let's watch. The flowers of the butternut squash and, everything in that family are just so freaking gorgeous. The butternut squash ones especially are just like huge yellow flowers. So pretty. There's my little loofah. And then over here we've got all of the like cherry tomatoes, salad tomatoes, that kind of thing. This variety is called Sweet 100 and it literally makes like 100 tomatoes. There's so many of them. I really love like the gradient of the like red ripe ones to the like not so ripe ones. Always looks so cool. Got some peppers here. More peppers right here. Another artichoke. This one looks a lot happier than the other one over there. I don't know what this is going to be like. I've never grown artichoke before, so we've got our little fig tree that really needs to be put into the ground. More peppers. These are also some sort of sweet pepper, I think Italian roasters. Pimento peppers. More little tomatoes. These are the sun gold variety. And there were supposed to be some beans here, but they never came in, so now I need to put something else there. These little guys are cool. These are shishito peppers, which I really love to just pan fry. They're really kind of like nutty when you pan fry them. I don't know how to explain it, but they're really good. And then we've got some onions. Hopefully I'm not making you guys dizzy, sorry. Onions and leeks. Another one that I just started growing this year. Never tried it before. We will see how it goes, but I do love leeks, so I'm excited about them. And yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. We've got a couple more things over here to the side that I'll walk over and show you. So this is a persimmon. We have a little persimmon tree. It only has like maybe 3 little persimmons on it. At least 3 now. We had 4, but one of them got knocked off. But it's really pretty. I hope if nothing else I have something to make still lifes out of. So I'll finish up the video with a little bit of footage of me harvesting everything. It's a bit of a hot mess. I'm a bit of a hot mess. This actually took a lot longer than I was expecting. There was a lot of veggies in this garden. So I'll be packing some of this stuff up and putting them into packages for people at work and family because I cannot possibly eat all of this zucchini. There's no way. We will probably make a pretty good dent in it ourselves, but yeah, even with the voracious veggie eater that I have living in my house, it's just too much. But that's okay. Nothing's going to go to waste. I'm happy to share. And yeah. Also, in this video, I decided to put in a time lapse of the little painting that I made. Technically, 2 paintings. I ended up wanting to try something out. I wanted to do 2 different backgrounds and then paint the same landscape, but it ended up being more of a challenge than I was expecting. Having the 2 different, completely different colors really made mixing the colors difficult because I couldn't use the same color on both pieces. It's like color theory 101, the color that you have next to it affects the color that it shows up as, basically. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, struggle. So in the end, it turned out okay. I was able to, make something of them, and then I kind of rescued them a little bit with some Neocolors. These are the Neocolor ones that I got from Olinda, so I was happy to use those in this way. And, because I didn't, well, they're Neocolor ones, so they're not water soluble. But I wanted them to kind of look like crayons superimposed onto this like little gouache painting. And yeah, I actually ended up really liking how they turned out. So I made basically like 2 little postcard sized paintings and had a really good time. I hope that you have enjoyed this little tour of my garden. I know that this is not my typical content, but it's a big part of my life and it's something that I really wanted to share with you guys. If you aren't subscribed to my channel and you've enjoyed this content, please consider subscribing. I also have a coffee shop if you would like to check out my art. I do sell prints, drawings, stickers, you name it. And recently I've put up a bunch of original artwork that just needs a home because I don't have enough wall space for it. It's stuff that I've made with my friends and during art challenges and things like that, and stuff that I've just had fun with. So I hope you'll consider checking that stuff out, and I will leave it there. I hope that you guys have a wonderful week, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.